Hello guys, Mr. Scout, Mr. Hidden, and we're making the long-awaited tutorial for our version 2 Hidden Blade. Got a new change of scenery here. This is our new Scowt-Tech warehouse slash workshop. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off with what I didn't give you guys in our last tutorial, a materials and tools list. I think it's going to be a lot easier if I show you guys. I got it all laid out here. Alright, those are all the tools you're going to need. A series of pliers, needle nose, vice grips, strong ones, screwdrivers, definitely. Angle grinder, not entirely needed, but you can use a hacksaw if you're low on funds, but angle grinder is going to help you get this a little bit more precise. Sharpie, always needed. Drill, and a vise over there in the back. Now, as far as materials go, you guys are going to need Old Faithful keyring. You're going to need an aluminum rod, about this big. Okay? We're going to need two sizes of aluminum flat bars. Okay? You're going to need a thick one and a thin one. Okay? The thin one is the one that's most important because it relates, that is actually going to be your blade. Okay? The other part of our materials list is very important. You're going to need two dual action switchblades. Out the front, of course. They're going to work just like that. And this is the basis of how this thing works. Okay? So you're going to need two of these. Alright? And I left out, real quick, self-tapping screw. Okay? So we're going to get started now. Alright guys, first what we're going to want to do, take a screwdriver, we're going to dismantle this whole thing. Okay? Both of them. Alright, I'm just going to show you one because we have a certain amount of time on YouTube. Alright, so you're going to take out these back screws first. We're going to take off this casing. Everything that you get from here on off of this, you're going to want to save, okay? Including these screws, everything that's inside, although we will not use everything inside, because most everything in here has two. So you're going to want to have extras. Take that off. This is the inner workings of it. Alright? This is the trigger. This is what we're going to use later. Be careful taking this string off. It's under a lot of tension. Save this. Don't let it stretch. Don't let it get damaged. This we're going to put aside as well. This is what we call the mechanism. This makes the whole thing run. Okay? Get the blade out. I'm going to move these little latches to the side. It's going to come out. You get this rivet out right here. This, you're going to see what we're going to need this for later on. Blade. We're going to take these out. Now these have very, very small springs in them. Let's see if you guys can see it. I don't know if you can. Do not lose those. You will need those very badly. Which is why it helps to have a magnetic screwdriver. Alright, that's a disassemblement. You're going to do the same thing for the other one, okay? Alright guys, next step is we're going to cut one of these larger casings of the switchblades. And we're going to cut them, just one, not the other one, right there. What I use for measurement is just before this little hole in the back side of it, okay? Not the one on the front side, you'll mess everything up, right? The back side. Right there, I'm going to cut it. Give me 1 second. Alright, so I cut it. It's going to look just like that. Okay? I'm going to put a file in there just to make sure there's nothing messed up in there. Now, for this one, we're going to, and this is kind of difficult. See if I can point at it. Alright, you see where this little indentation ends at, this circle? We're going to make that track go all the way through. Okay? All the way through, so can make that track continuous. This is on the other one, the one that you have not cut. Make that continuous all the way through, okay? I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, I got that done. See how it goes straight through. Little thing I forgot to tell you guys. You see how these tracks right here on the, you'll see it, it's a top shelf. Make sure those go all the way through as well, like I did right here, okay? All the way straight through. And take your file, get that, make sure it's all nice and smooth on the inside. Good way to check is take your blades that you got from them, slide them in. If they do like this and they fall straight out, that means this is nice and smooth inside, okay? The same thing. Now the other one should fall straight through. There it goes. Just like that. Okay? That's how you know you got two good ones, alright? Now, for today, let me get this right here. This is the thick aluminum. This is what we're going to use as a base, okay? Okay. This right here is essentially the outer casing of the hidden blade. Okay, we're going to use this, and we are literally going to JB weld them together, just like this. We're going to put the JB weld on this like peanut butter. It's going to look like peanut butter all the way down this, the length of this. I'm going to cut this a little bit, about 3/4 of an inch past it on each side, so that'll leave me room to put it on a bracer if I want to. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to cut this to my length. I'm going to show you how to spread this on here, what it should look like. There you go. Should look like this. I'm going to set these on here, just like so. Now, before you just walk away and let it dry, you need to take your blade and once again make sure it is able to slide through easily. While that's going though, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut one of these down to the same size, same exact size, as the one that you had cut earlier. Okay? So we're going to cut that. In the meanwhile, the other one, we're going to do almost exactly the same thing that you did with the large case. You see this this area right here? You're going to make sure that that track has a clean path all the way straight through. Okay? So we're going to do that for both of them, and I'll show you what it's going to look like. Alright, when you're done doing that, the one that you're going to make the path all the way through on there clean, it's going to look a lot like this. Okay? See how it goes straight through? And this one, of course, is just going to be cut down to that size that you did with the other one. That's going to be pretty much all we can do today while we're waiting on that JB weld to dry. So you'll have to wait till tomorrow for you. I'm just going to continue this tutorial to continue. So remember, make sure you can regularly check it. Make sure it hasn't, because JB weld, when it doesn't like to dry, sometimes it'll ooze one way, ooze to the other. Make sure it stays straight. You can check it every couple hours, okay?